G'day, this is Captainoob, and this is a handmade laser rifle. This is a weapon from the Mind Games quest mod carried by a weapons tinkerer. Originally, this thing is a handmade rifle, just a normal one like you'd find in the Nuka World DLC, but at some point during the story, she decides to upgrade it, in quotations, with laser rifle tech. So basically, she's stuffed the innards of a laser gun into a handmade rifle's frame and created this thing. So a lot of Diff Bash assets that go into it. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty clean. But I think all of the attachments are pretty well integrated. But I'm about to carefully explain why turning a handmade rifle into a laser gun is a bad idea. And number one, energy damage sucks. Due to some weird bug with Fallout 4's on an engine level, and would even go on to be Fallout 76 before they fixed it, energy weapons do not interact with armor properly. You'll end up doing a lot less damage than you should. Simply put, 96 ballistic damage will always do more damage than 96 energy damage. Now, you can get mods to fix the energy damage calculation, but not everyone's going to be downloading that, are they? Number two, no suppressors. For some reason, energy guns don't tend to get suppressors, even in mods, so you lose that stealthy edge that you get with a regular ballistic cartridge handmade rifle. Number three, you're giving up the stopping power of the 7.62 Soviet cartridges that this thing fires, which means if your enemies are hiding behind a pallet, for example, well, you're not going to be able to do anything about it. No, I'm just fucking with you. This thing's awesome. Let's get into the attachments. First of all, we've got the receivers, capacitors, and we'll go over to the overcharge capacitor. Very similar to that of the laser guns and the plasma guns in this game. But to get the most damage per shot, we'll go for an overcharge capacitor. Also worth mentioning, it's got a boosted photon agitator. That's your critical ones, your calibrated receivers. So that might be worth it if you're going for a crit build, but I want to hit for as hard as I can all the time, so we'll do that. Next up, we've got the barrels, and it continues to integrate the laser gun greebling on these things pretty well. I especially like these automatic barrels because you get this sort of over-under double barrel setup with some cool little laser gun bits on the end there, which is really awesome. And there's also sniper barrels as well. Improved versions of all of these, which, look, there's a little muzzle brake on the front of that. Isn't that cute? Alright, let's go for something that is going to make it good. Will go for a sniper barrel? Sure, let's make this a sniper thing. Now we have the stocks, starting off with completely sawn off, and then you've got the full stock there, which is a full wooden stock, which you wouldn't usually get from a handmade rifle. So that's kind of cool. You've got a marksman stock here, that's familiar. A recoil compensating, same one as the handmade, and a expanded ammo stock, which stuffs a little fusion cell under there for ammo capacity things. I like it when energy guns do stuff with interesting stuff like that with stocks. I'd like that to continue, please. Next, we've got the magazines. You can have a standard magazine or a large one or quick eject variants of that. We'll go for a large quick eject on this thing. It'd be cool if you could get a drum on this thing as well, kind of like a laser RCW spec sort of drum. That'd be neat. Next, we've got the sights. You can have standard sights with zero rack, which might be difficult to aim with this barrel sort of in its elevated position. Short scopes, yep, same scopes as you'd see, almost PSO-like from the handmade rifles. There's also a reflex sight here, which is this tiny little thing right there. Like a little Gauss rifle stock. That's cool. I mean, sight, not stock. We've already put the stock on. There's mediums, long scopes, night vision versions, and recon scopes as well. Let's go for a short recon scope. I think it's worth it. The technology on this thing, I think microwave oven scope would suit this thing a little bit more. And a legendary effect is there if you need it, provided by legendary modification. Let's not do that. I'll show you how to get them. On a workbench, chemistry, and then we'll start shooting stuff. You may find it on a chemistry workbench under handmade laser rifle. You're gonna require these materials, science rank 2, gun nut rank 3. Pretty easy to get, all things considered. Alrighty, so here we are outside of the Immersive Gunners Plaza. Here is the laser AK in first person. We've just got a standard vanilla game scope on this thing, so nothing we haven't seen already. But the animations are that of the handmade rifle, except for the drawing animation, which includes pulling the charging handle back. And even during the reload, you'll still do the same handmade rifle thing, which you might wonder why you're pulling the charging handle. Well, just how it reloads. I didn't engineer this thing, so what would I know? A quick look at this thing in third person. So again, this is that sniper barrel. It does incur the 3-second cooldown. You've got those little lights on the back of the receiver there to let you know when it's actually ready to charge. I think it's a 3-second cooldown. It's not quite like the laser gun in the vanilla game where it'll actually show you when the thing's ready to charge up. But you can get around that just by using regular VATs, which we might do. But here's another one that I made. This one has reflex sight, also the automatic barrel. And it's fast. It's got a reciprocating charging handle as you fire it as well. Probably to help manage the recoil, right? Do some cooling with the internal components there. Make sure it doesn't melt in your hands, I suppose. I don't know, making stuff up for this. And lastly, we've got this one. This is a sniper status version. It's just got a magazine that is big. It's got the stock magazine. I've got 50 rounds in this thing. And a scope that is very familiar indeed. And check out that. No scope sway when I'm crouched. This is going to be the definite one for rapid sniping, but per damage per shot, this will be the slightly better bet. I've also got this shorter barrel one here, just because I don't know, it's there. It does nothing better than none of the other laser guns in my inventory do, but that's what the shorter barrel one looks like. If I use it during this video, I'll be surprised. Anyway, so let's begin, and we'll start off by shooting some gunners, I guess. We'll see how this thing goes with a bit of gun fu. And if we can get ourselves a big streak going, then, well, we can do a pretty good job at taking these guys out, maybe. We use all of the criticals there. Yep. Not quite enough to get the job done, but a lot of these guys are weakened. That one was slightly better. Must be slightly weaker in the old... Oh, there's a Grim Reaper sprint proc. I'll take that. Oh, wait, no, I have to wait 3 seconds, so this is a bad idea. Maybe I'll just go over to that turret. I'm only hitting it for 130. That is absolute bare minimum damage. Let's instead go for standard long barrel here. It's kind of perplexing. Yeah, I get that you get more damage per shot using the sniper rifle barrel, and...
Stop right there.
There we go. Didn't want to get detected there. Yeah, it is kind of perplexing that you get better damage per shot, but like for a sniping role, for rapid follow-up shots, there's nothing better than just a standard long barrel. Just to have like a, I don't know, DMR sort of battle rifle role for your laser gun. I could maybe make this better if I had a reflex sight on it, because with the reflex sight, you actually get a half-decent zoom in. Check this. Like, I'm like halfway scoped in compared to the other ones, so I could probably have gotten away with it like this and then utilize VATs just to make it a little bit stronger. Weirdly, we're hitting this one for about half the damage as the one at the back. Ah, Mysterious Stranger shows up. Helpful. The rate of fire on this thing is quite good. Makes it a little bit hard to control with this massive recoil at range, but I'm thinking if we get into nice little close range battle, we should be good to just shred them. Might actually keep this gun fu streak going if I can, which means we're gonna waste a little bit of time jumping over this fence. Okay. We were pretty good per shot on the AP usage, but we needed a lot of shots to bring someone down, so we could probably do this a little bit more strategically by shooting them in the face. But it definitely does have that rapid close quarters power. Your ammo expenditure is going to be massive because you're not hitting them like super hard, but the DPS is there just from sheer volume of fire. So, you know, it's not all bad. Let's go back over to the sniper now. It is capable of getting sniper knockdown, so we can use it to neutralize threats sometimes if we're lucky, as we are fighting them. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, the screen shake. There we go. There's a knockdown. Let's get some criticals. Yeah. What the hell's that problem? Can you stop throwing grenades at me? Alright, that's getting on my nerves. You have to stop doing that. Which one of you does it? Is it you? It's you. I'm gonna blast you in the head. Well, she's actually got saved by the knockdown perks there because she went behind a cover that my laser couldn't penetrate through, so isn't that funny? Okay, we'll go for a shorter barreled approach here. With the reflex side and the short barrel setup, we should be pretty good for VATs in this thing. Yeah, it's not too bad. It still took a half decent full AP bar to get the kill, but yeah, it's just normal. NG guns, they're a bit like that. The gunners have obviously recruited a very experienced hairstylist, I think, so good on them from doing that. Always keeps morale up having a in-house salon in your headquarters there to you rock all of the latest Wasteland trendy haircuts. There's an invisible man there. Stop there.
Put your hands up.
Okay, I think at this stage it's better just to go back to fully auto. And just keep chipping away at her health until she drops. Took me a full magazine. Got the job done though. We've got some AP. May as well use it. There we go. That's only a recruit. That should be an easy enough kill. Alright, well, looks like there's only 3 left here, so let's clear them out and do it and move on to the next thing. So in terms of his performance, like, there's no question in my mind that just a regular old Handmade would have been better. This has been pretty cool though. It's a well-made thing. It looks really good, just the numbers-wise, and it's not really the modder's fault. It's just like the damage, the laser gun damage and energy damage in general. If you're playing on lesser difficulties, not having your half damage slashed in half before you factor in your enemy's armor and resistances and such, then you probably do pretty good with this thing. But an endgame weapon for very hard difficulty, you'd probably be better off using something else. Still looks cool though. Also, we're wearing a Collingwood scarf because we beat Carlton.
See the barricades are shouting as all
Okay, time to take on the Swan, and yes, we've got a jacket on here because I think the jacket looks cool. I had to redo the top so it doesn't clip through, but that all works out. We've also got the Collingwood scarf on because, yeah, go Pies, we beat the scum. That's what we want. There's only 2 games a year in the home and away season that you want to win. Blues home, Blues away. If you win nothing else during the season, it's still fine. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to hit him with all of our criticals and all of the sneak attacks with our laser, with our strongest beam laser. And whilst he's getting up and trying to hunt me down, we'll hose him down with the with our automatic variant. And once that's AP is back, we'll hit him up again. Any criticals we get, just icing on the cake. So we should be able to get through a magazine, and then by the time we've switched over, or by the time we've reloaded, we're straight back into this. I'm trying to do the best damage that I can inside and outside of VATS whilst using this thing to its full potential. Trying to make it as efficient as possible. This is the best that I can come up with without dipping into drugs. Although I could do that. An extra 25% would be pretty handy right now, I think. Alright, let's hit him up again. Cheeky little procs of the what was it, Lucky Clover, and I think there's a little bit of extra damage coming from him. I thought it was someone else doing it, but no, it's not. At this stage, he's closing in, so this strategy might not last forever. If we get a knockdown though, that's pretty good. And ooh, almost in danger. Not quite. Look, a bit of choppiness. That would be all the gunners spawning in, all of their faces, which we might be able to utilize. Okay, it is now on. So I've got a plan for this, you understand. We're going to recruit some gunners to our cause.
Put your hands up. Follow my orders, and it'll be okay.
And I'm going to give you a laser gun. Now, you've got a laser gun.
You, kill.
I'll draw his attacking fires or anything. I'm not sure if the little gunner recruit that I've got, little Miss Blondie over there, is going to hold on to that ammo. Can I? No, disengage the grappling hook, please. It should have done that automatically. I got an update for that one as well. Ooh, just in the nick of time we got that sniper knockdown, and we're almost dead. Just realized I gave away my automatic version to the little blonde one. I'm sure she won't use it to shoot me in the back at all. No, that's fine. Ooh. I think I might be able to use this one slightly better, right? Whoops. Let's try to catch up with her. You got any stim packs on you, miss? I might need to borrow a few. Surely at this stage is... Whoops. Hey, it's a him. At least you know that. Oh, she's getting stomped on now. Is she dead? She might be, you know. No. I'm going to be soon, though. We're actually back into caution at this point. I suppose there's always an option to lure this guy into Gunner's Plaza if I really am struggling with a weapon, I suppose. I'm not seeing any more lasers fly, so I have to assume that our friend has bit it. But we're back into... Nope. Okay, they definitely know where I am now. Look, I dealt with all of you guys already. We may have thrown him off the face of the earth because he is no longer around. Has he run over the hill or something? You're not her. Is it her down there? I don't know. One of these gunners is holding a laser gun. I'm going to call that a win, by the way, because if he's disappeared because I've knocked him down, he was pretty much dead anyway, so that's fine. Time for me to make a quick getaway, and we'll see if we can find out where our gunner recruit went. I think she got killed, but what can you do, eh? Alright, slipping out of caution, but... Look, I think you get the idea. That there was the Mind Games handmade laser gun. Cool in concept, in practice, it lacks... Oh, wait, no, there she is. Oh, wait, no, she's dead. She's picked up the gun. How dare you use that? That was a gift from me. Okay, now we know where it is, but... Wow, they're still chasing me all the way out of here. Get out of here. There's one more left. Easy enough to kill gunner stragglers with this thing when you're sneak critting. Take a bit of killing, though, from this range. There we go. Head pops right off. Yeah, I think you get the idea. It's just a little bit... Oh, wait, no! He's back! He's back. He's not dead. He's just over there because reasons. Okay, well, that's fine. The fight is still on, and we're only, what, a couple of hundred points of... a couple hundred fusion cells away from calling it here. We've got a couple of ghouls down there, I think. They're all diving in for an attack. Them actually might be useful just for bait, if nothing else. Might just keep them down there for that little extra second longer. Oh yeah, that's a stomp. But then again, like, it's way better to get these sneak criticals, so we'll just keep doing that.
Don't do any... Got new orders for... You. Kill. I'm done with you.
Just gonna bring all of the gunners and recruit them into my cause. They're still chasing me. Good God. Okay. We've been at like 5% health for like 10 years at this point. Nobody let that gunner know what happened to the last guy that I recruited into my cause. We've got 146 left. Nice little pirouette. Yeah, all of the gunners are sort of ganging up on him now. If I could find myself some rads or something.
Whoa, Krabby.
It's not a rad. If you attack me, you're not going to cast any rads. Actually, I think there's a truck right here. It's got some rad barrels. At least get some of our health back.
Follow my orders. You're coming with me.
Now, Mr. Ghoul, you are my friend.
You're coming with me. You. Kill.
Okay. At the bare minimum, some of these guys might be carrying these... Look, that guy's got a laser gun, right? I will be able to pick it up and retrieve the fusion cells from it. Again, the swan's gone missing, but we've got some of our thingos back. What was that? I think I just got an analysis. Oh, look what it is. I found my old laser gun. Okay, now it is time to get going. This is the same one, right? Looks like it. And some fusion cells to go along with it. So they got good shampoo in Gunner's headquarters these days. Look at that. That is some stylish hair right there. Now, you want to be the next guy recruited?
Don't move, soldier.
Nope. All right, that's got me back down into nerd rage. But for what? Okay, I think it's done for real this time, unless he shows up again. But honestly, he doesn't. There's not a third time he's coming along, right? I thought I just saw him, but it was a tree. Wait, no way. No way. No way. The fight is still going. I've got 60 rounds left. 60 bloody rounds in this thing. Let's see what I can do. I think he's healed a little bit since our last encounter. In fact, he's mutated again? No, we're going to see this through to the very end. We've got a full reload out of that thanks to... what's it called? Scrounger? The dream is still alive. It's still alive. And now it's dead. Well, that was fun while it lasted. Oh, you know, as it turns out, Ayla remembered she kept 100 fusion cells, or 1,000 fusion cells in the back pocket. You know, just in the back pocket of her jacket. You can't see the pocket, but they were definitely there. All right, well, at least now that I can say that the job is 100% done. But yeah, this weapon is not endgame potential. You're much better off using the regular old handmade with a suppressor. That'll get the job done much quicker. And especially if you've got something like splatter cannon or problem solve with the furious legendary effect. But you know, if you're playing this game just sort of casual, only doing your main quest line where the strongest thing you'll fight a higher level synths, and you'll be fine with this thing. But it's not a particularly strong weapon, and that's just kind of it. That's the extent of it. But if you want to see this weapon in your game, check out the link in the description. What's the video time going to be? Is it going to be like half an hour? Have I spent half an hour chasing around the swan here? This has been nuts. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching, guys.